So my name is Angelo Zuccala. I am the general manager of this beautiful property, Intercontinental Sofia, but also for the past 2 years, the area general manager for the Balkan region. I'm overlooking at 6 hotels in total in different countries. And I've been working for the past 28 years in this industry. To me, leadership in green business is all about commitment to environmentally sustainable practice and responsible business operation. It's all this, all of that encompass the entire chain of understanding, sustainable practices. And being a leader, he has to come obviously from the top to really cascade down to all our colleagues, but all the stakeholders within our industry. And if you start you as a role model in the as a business practice, obviously we also ask our partners, but also our clients are asking us to work on sustainable projects. We obviously have for many years IHG, Intercontinental Hotels Group, has launched many years ago what we call the Green Engage program. And each hotel has different tiers of an expectation to achieve the different level of green practices. We also, from our side, has signed since last year to achieve the Green Global certification, which provide us with a clear details of what needs to be achieved in terms of green practices. Let me give you some example. Obviously, we are trying to achieve environmental conservation when it comes to energy and water consumption, on how to reduce this, but also about waste reduction, which is very important, and of course the use of eco-friendly materials. Obviously, I can give you a lot of examples when it comes to energy efficiency. When we reopen this hotel as an Intercontinental Hotel, we make sure we invested into a building management system which control all aspects of the hotel when it comes to lighting, in terms of making sure the right temperature in the right place is. Our rooms are only heated when the room is occupied, and this is managed through a building management system. So these are a few examples. When it comes to waste reduction and recycling, of course we have we completely remove all the plastic bottle usage. We're using glass. These glasses we've also installed in all the floors of the hotel. Machines from actually created by a Bulgarian company. I don't have the name, I will share this with you, but these machines are breaking the glasses. They are collecting all the broken glasses, and then they are sent to recycling. So we have all of these bottles in the rooms, and we are consuming a lot of bottles, trust me, but of course we are recycling them. We also, when it comes to recycling, we're also recycling all the food, organic food, all the waste. We have special containers in our basement where all the chefs, when you take a pineapple and then you remove all the skin, these skin are placed in organic containers. So we do not mix, obviously, the waste altogether. We are separating cardboard box, we are separating glass, we are separating organic, and then we also, of course, separating with all the waste that cannot be recycled as well, that goes. So we've been doing this for years. We're obviously trying to develop also different actions in terms of sustainable sourcing. I always ask my chef to try to find suppliers that are local, of course, to try to purchase all the food and especially vegetable, everything locally, and source it. And Bulgaria is well known for agriculture and wonderful, tomatoes, local products, cheese, etc. We obviously, as an international hotel, have to purchase food also from internationally. but obviously we're trying to source this in and working with countries that are close by to us, and offer and highlight as well, you know, in our menus what is sourced locally. So very important to us. I've mentioned as well, I mean, we have also different programs within the hotel where we are actually trying to convince the guests that are staying in our rooms to actually only put the towel when they are really dirty on the floor. If they are not on the floor, it means that they're going to reuse it. Normally, of course, in a luxury property, you are changing beddings regularly, but we also give the option to the guest to actually enter our IHG rewards program where they can earn points. We give them points if they opt in not to actually have their room cleaned. So you can actually come and say to us, I don't want my room cleaned. We clean it at least after the 4th day. Just to be clear, this is the minimum we require, but for 3 days they can earn points, part of our loyalty program, and then we do not clean the room. And you can imagine, I mean, we are saving on water, products for the washing of all the bedding, the towels, etc., which is quite important. We've changed as well in our rooms. We do not use miniatures. We only use bulk amenities. So all the shampoo, the conditioner, the cream, they are all in a big containers, which also are very luxury, but at least we do not have this waste of all these miniature bottles. As you can imagine, they are counted in thousands. We also invest a lot in education. I mean, we have a training manager on site at the hotel. We have regular training. When we onboard new employees, we obviously explain to them the importance of being green. Not easy, of course. You know, people that come to work in hotels, it might be the first time they hear about recycling, that we have to separate in different containers. You know, the first time I came to Bulgaria, and this is a personal example I'm talking about, is where I live, you just have containers. And I came from countries where you have your bags for the plastic, you have your bags for the carton box, and then you just recycle. And then I went outside in my residence, I said, where are the different containers? And then, you know, there was none. And I was like, okay, so how do I do it? And then I found obviously that I have to go somewhere else to go and put my recycling, but where I live, you know, we don't have the separation. So a lot of work to do, but I know that, you know, like every country, it's about education, you know, from starting from a young age to understand that, you know, we have to try to obviously to avoid plastic bottles, to avoid you know, we even, you know, at some point I'm sure we will go through bulk purchase as well, and no longer bringing your own bag. I mean, I still have what I call my bags for life. When I go shopping, they are bags that I bought 15 years ago, and they are still the same bags. You know, the heavy carry bags. I never ever buy, you know, when you go to do your supermarket, and I never buy bags. You know, to me, I have my bags for the past 15 years, and this is the only thing I use. When we opened this hotel back in 2018, I mean, we moved from an existing brand to Intercontinental. All Intercontinental hotels, or all the hotels part of the group, you know, we've moved years ago, and of course for us it was very important to go for 100% LEDs, light bulbs. So all our hotels, everything you see, there are low consumption lights. We also installed in all our corridors where you do not have, where you have daylight and non-daylight, you have automatic lighting systems, so with sensors. So where you walk in a corridor, the light will start, and then when you walk out, I mean, there's no movement, there will be no lights as well. And if we are on the daytime, the lights will go off automatically, and then when we move to the evening, it will switch on only when the person enters the corridors. So we've installed that in all areas. Also in the employee toilets, corridors in the administration office. So everywhere when we can, we always install sensor light system as well to avoid the switch on, switch off, etc. We obviously also have standard operating procedures for all the meeting space, where obviously we do not switch on lights or air conditioning, etc. if there is no clients events, and this is very important to us. So just to be clear, IHG as a group has you know, the objective, you know, to try to go to zero carbon emission as a company, you know, and we're all working towards you know, after the COP21, etc., to reduce our footprint you know, as part of our industry, and we are doing, and every year I need to show reduction in terms of consumption. Okay, so this is part of our KPI. You know, they are definitely something where we measure success, and for us, green initiatives is all today an important factor in how a hotel is successful. It's not just about profit, but it's also about how we become greener and greener. And we are very proud to say that, you know, we are the only 5-star hotel in Bulgaria who received the Global Green Key certification, which we received last year. Every year is a certification that you have to renew. I mean, you cannot just have it and then it's for life. Every year we have to show that we are progressing with the actions. And you know, my team, my chief engineering, my housekeeping manager, my HR director, all my leaders, part of the hotel, are really, really involved in the day-to-day, and the team as well. I mean, we have in our basement, close to the canteen, you know, our green boards where we also share ideas and see how, you know, if there's a way. We've installed, of course, in our basement an area for the bicycles. You know, if employees want to cycle from home to work. Not easy, because a lot of roads in Sofia are not maintained so well. So it's you know, obviously I'm sure there's a plan for the future. I mean, in like other capital cities, you have area for cycling everywhere, and it's very important. I think you know, becoming green as a city and as a country, you need to be able to have the infrastructure to be able to. It's like obviously the electrical vehicles. I mean, it's great to have electrical vehicles. You know, we also aim to purchase one. But also we need to be able to provide, you know, the power, access, and obviously we are in the city center. We are just in front of a very important monument in a square, and we need to also get the authorization to install something that is accessible by the public, but also by the hotel. So always working on a different program. I mean, I even, you know, the roof of the hotel is quite compact, small. I even asked to see the possibility to put solar panel. Not easy, I have to say. So we're still talking about it. But what else to tell you? Yeah, green practices, trainings, very important. We have a training program. Every employee that starts working in the hotel has to go through the induction, the onboarding, where you know, this one day onboarding, you know, we share the vision of the company, the philosophy, but also there's a green practice that is also important. How do we communicate this to our clients? It is all in our TV system that they will find into the room. There's a section specifically for the green actions that we take, explaining as well how they can impact positively through the actions, you know, at the hotel. I mean, I'll give you an example. When we took over this hotel back in 2018, the shower pressure was very, very strong, meaning that the debit of the water per second or per minute was very important. So, and part of our IHG program, we need to have a water flow that is limited. So we installed a shower reductor that is just a small thing that you put in the shower head that reduces the flow, meaning that per minute the flow is lower. So some clients have to say, you know, they expect a very high pressure, so sometimes we have to explain to them, listen, we have to reduce consumption. It's part of our program, so when you explain to them that this is part of our green initiative, okay, they understand it, and they accept also that there must be maybe a reduction of shower pressure. So we obviously ask all the clients to keep the window closed in the summer, just to keep the temperature cool, and to and not to open it in winter, just to again to keep the warmth in the room. So a lot of initiative, and yeah, I mean, this is, I think I mentioned about the customer perception. Something we still need to work, I believe, and I think this is quite a challenge, and I think this is why projects like yours are very important, is obviously our clients are very keen to work with hotels that are green. You know, corporate clients, companies that come and send their employees to a hotel for conferences, etc. They always ask, are you a green hotel? So it's very easy for us, we are a green hotel, so clients are signing contracts with us. Now I have to say, me as an international hotel today in this region in Bulgaria, where green practices are, I would say, at the beginning, even if, you know, we talk about it for a long time, but I think in terms of supply chain, we are not there yet. We still need to educate. You know, if I go to see one of our suppliers and tell them, if it's not an international company, if it's a local one, it's more difficult to tell them, you know, we want to work with you, but you need to make sure you have best practices, and you also are green in your production, in your different production chain, or in terms of delivery, etc. So we still need to work on that to create something internally and to provide to our other stakeholders we work with. So this is another step we need to take, but I think, you know, we have what it takes because we have the know-how and we've learned for so many years. But this is something obviously we want to achieve in the next few years within this hotel.